Well, good afternoon and welcome to Fishing with CJ, back on the beach. We had a session on the beach on Sunday, just in the afternoon. It wasn't a blank, the video will be out before this video comes out, I guess. So you'll have seen that, hopefully. But it was noted on Sunday that one, the water clarity had improved immeasurably, and two, there were gannets diving in the bay here. And I happened to be talking to somebody today who said that he'd seen quite a big shoal of mackerel in behind the West Arm the other day. So we've got a plethora of options for us today. We've got two rods out at the moment. The right hand rod is a Continental. It's my Blackrock SS10 with a fixed ball on it, and I'm just fishing with worm baits on that to see if we can't pick up a place in daylight. The other rod has got crab cam on it, so we've chucked that out with the bait on, just to see what goes on out there. Hopefully with the water clarity being improved, we might actually be able to see something. We'll see. I'll wind that in a bit, just make sure it's working, make sure the bait's refreshed, and then whack it back out again. And hopefully we will have some crab cam footage. Yeah, hopefully, we'll see. Now I've got Billy Bob with me. Billy Bob, come here, come here. I'll say hello to everybody. So here's Billy Bob. He's down here. He's had his little operation. Seems to be recovering from that very well, so we thought we'd bring him down the beach today. He's doing his usual thing, trying to sit on everything but sit on the shingle. You see how quickly he lets him on lap, in fact. But anyway, so he's in good spirit. And what I am going to do is I am going to whack out some mackerel feathers. Just, I don't know, half a dozen casts or whatever, maybe more, just to see if there are anything showing yet. I have caught mackerel this early. In fact, the earliest mackerel I ever caught off the beach here was in March, and it was totally unintentional. I was practicing my casting, put a set of mackerel feathers on just so I'd have something to cast. And I think on the second cast I suddenly winded, so there's fish on there, and sure enough I caught a mackerel in March. So there is a precedent. They do come in early. The water clarity being as good as it is, it might be good. And of course, as I say, they have been seen, and you don't catch them if you don't try. Now the other thing is we're going to have a quick word from my evil twin, who's going to come down and have a chat with us in a minute. And in fact, here he is now.
Hi CJ. Hello everybody. Just want to say that 67% of you who are watching this channel have not subscribed.
Absolutely, mate. Thanks.
Why? It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It doesn't commit you to anything, but it means a lot to CJ. So that's the end of it. Thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, hit the like button, share the videos, leave a comment. CJ will answer every one of your comments, won't he? Yes, he answers all of your comments, and it means a lot. It means a lot
thanks very
to
much. See you later.
YouTube and how they handle the channel. So please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.
So that was my evil twin.
See you, CJ.
That's my evil twin. I'm CJ. He's my evil twin, Chris. Who's also here. So no more ado. Let's get fishing. I'm going to tackle up and, if nothing else, practice my cast. So get back to you. Catch you later. So here we go. We've got the third rod up, set up with mackerel feathers. Now I don't trust a set of shop bought mackerel feathers to withstand decent power casting off the beach, and so what I've done is I've rigged these feathers up with a shock leader in parallel to them. So there's some 60-pound grease weasel that's tied in to the mackerel feathers, so it's like a double belt and braces. So the mackerel feathers are still going to work the way they normally do, but they are reinforced by a length of shock leader tied into them. So let's go and practice my casting, if nothing else. Got a, not sure what weight that is, 5 ounce. And I quite like using these squared leads for mackerel feathering. It means that they kite through the water, they snake through the water a bit, and just add a little bit more action to the mackerel feathers. So I'm going to give that a couple of whacks. I don't hold out much hope, but it would be cool to catch the first mackerel off the beach of the season. I guarantee if I do, and I put it out on a YouTube channel, there'll be thousands of people down here mackerel feathering tomorrow. Okay, so no more ado, back out and let's get this fishing. Gave it quite a good go with the mackerel feathers. No mackerel showing up at the moment. Hardly surprising, but it was good to practice the cast. And we'll put this rod down and maybe think about tackling this up with a decent bait for later on after dark, because we're going to be fishing until top of the tide, which should be just gone 9. Now I'm going to be using cocktail bait, and I've been making some up today using a cocktail of cuttlefish and worm, but I went into Simpson Marine this afternoon to drop my boat keys off because the boat needs a service, and they've got something new in which I'm very excited about, so I'll show you these. They're really, really good. Okay, so these are made by Devon Baits. So obviously Simpson Marine have got them, but anybody that stocks Devon Baits is likely to be able to get these for you. And so they're ready-made cocktails, come in packs of 4. This one is mackerel and bluey. Okay, so it's a nice scenty ray bait. And this one I've got is squid and black lug. So Devon Baits, squid and black lug, they're obviously frozen, they're ready tied up, they're beautifully tied up. So it's one less job that you have to do. So get down your local tackle shop, see if they can stock these for you. If not, as I say, if you live in local to me, Simpson Marine have got them in. And these are only 2 of I'm sure many different cocktails that they do. So great idea, saves a lot of work if you're a lazy sod like I am. Means you haven't got to tie lots of cocktails. And having said that, I have got some cocktails that I've tied for tonight, and these are little homemade ones, which are black lug and strips of cuttlefish. Now the other toy that I've just purchased is I've just bought myself a cheap vacuum packer. Now I've seen some at hundreds of pounds. This one was £21.66, and it does the job. Trust me, it does what it's meant to do. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on one of these. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's working fine. and you can pack your, I mean, I've been packing black lug, making up my cocktails and vacuuming those down. I even got a couple of wraps of black lug in the paper, and I vacuum packed those just to see if that makes any difference. But yeah, great piece of kit, save you a lot of money. And when the mackerel come in, definitely going to be vacuum packing some mackerel down in the freezer for bait. But yeah, so I'm going to bring in the crab cam. I'll show you how that is, just to make sure, one, it's working, and two, it's still got some bait on it, and we'll whack that back out again. So let's get that in. I'll show you when it comes in. In the meantime, oh, disaster. I've just wound crab cam in and the case was open. So the crab cam has been ingesting seawater. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, well, I don't know if it's going to work, what stage it became waterlogged, and whether I can recover anything from the memory card. But fortunately, it's a cheap Chinese copy of a GoPro, so I wouldn't be casting my expensive GoPros out there. Need to get that into fresh water fairly pronto, I think, to flush it out, and then stick it in the air and cover it in a bag of rice and see if we can recover that, clean up the memory card. So yeah, sad end to crab cam, I'm afraid. So we might not be seeing any crab cam footage today. You never know, might get lucky, might have got something. But yeah, I used to put takedown in to make sure that that couldn't happen. I should have done that, I guess. Never mind. Learn every day at school day. Let's hope that crab cam will live again. Okay. So following the demise of crab cam, we'll try one of these Devon Bait's cocktails, I think. There's a chance of a bass out there, so let's try the squid and black lug. So although they're already tied up with elastic, we need to put a little bit of bait elastic to get them onto the hooks. But obviously not quite as much as we would do if it was a cocktail that we're making up on the beach. Always good to go around the hook a couple of times just to make sure the hook stays proud. Back up the bait to the tip of the bait, and then we'll put the pennel into there. That lovely pre-made cocktail bait. Happy days, very easily made. Right, let's get that out. We're going to whack, we won't whack it out too far, because just out into the gully at the bottom of the shingle, see if we can't get a cruising bass. They should start be showing up now, should be the odd one. Yeah, let's get on fishing. Let's check the worm baits. Have been out a little while now, not really been paying much attention to their bites on there. Oh, tug. Just had a tug. Most weird, definitely had a tug there. Bring in the worm bait, see if we've got anything on there now. Back again. Yeah, definitely a lot of crabs here at the moment. There we go. That bait's come back. Well, pretty look, bait's come back. Not a single bit of bait left on it. So, something's been down there with a cloth polishing my hooks. Let's get that baited up and get it back out there. This is the lighter rod, so I've been using fishing heavier rods, so it won't just ping big fish. So, how's about that then, guys and gals? How's about that then? Well pleased with that. Obviously not too big, not big enough to fish. But certainly we're going to have to cue some music and do a little dance for it. Of course, only just hooked. Beauty! Well made up with that. Lovely little spotty. Almost 31. So 31 on the scale. Okay, so we know what this means, don't we? If we catch a fish that isn't a whiting, dogfish, cowfish, then we have to do a dance. So cue the music and cut. Right, brought in the big cocktail bait, and that has been polished clean. So the old crabs are out there in full. Well, it's been a pleasant evening on the beach. I have to say it's now turned bloody cold. I feel the ends of my fingers. Tide has turned, it's just starting to go out now. So I'm going to pack up and go home. I'm surprised. I thought we would have some action once it got dark, but clearly we haven't. So tough time of the year for fishing. It hasn't been a blank. We had that nice little place earlier on, Yeah, time to go home. I'm not going out in a week because I'm starving. So keep safe, keep saying, keep fishing. Catch you on the next one.